25. And this is our second VPL video!
Hi doctor, how are you?
Good on you. Dr. Murphy.
I'm Dion Backer, how are you doing?
Good on yourself.
Great, thank
So
you.
you guys have a nice stalling yard here.
Yeah, thank you. We're still busy in construction, but I mean, we're getting there, you know?
Oh no, it's really
Still early days.
It's really neatly done. How many horses do you guys have here?
We have 20 at the moment, but I mean, yeah, still hoping for more.
Oh, that's really beautiful.
Thank you.
Some of the yards I've seen, they don't come to the standard. Okay, so I believe we're here today to see Kit with a lump on his tail.
Yes, I have this horse here. He's a dressage horse. Since 2 months ago, we saw that little thing on like a lump on his tail, and it started bleeding. So I wasn't that worried about it. But I mean, I'm just scared it's growing bigger because it's now the second time that it has bled. Yeah. So the first time I just rinsed it off with salt water and put some necro spray on it.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yes, so there's a few questions for like to get his history.
Okay.
Do they go out in the days for long periods of time?
Well, yes, they go out, they get their breakfast at 7 in the morning, and then they have, some of them have lunch, but not this one, and then around about 4 o'clock the day they come in.
Okay. And he's eating his food, drinking his water,
Yes, everything is...
There's no disturbance in that?
Yes, no, it's really good. He's not scratching his tail or anything.
So you say there's no irritation on the tail for him?
It seem like it. I'm a little bit worried about it, you know. I don't know if the sun or anything can affect it. But I'd just like you to have a look for me.
Okay. So is this horse working in any horse shows at the moment?
Well, yes, he has been doing a Sinisa show this weekend.
Okay.
And he's quite good. Everything is quite well with him. There's no problems.
Okay. Oh, we can quickly take a
I
look.
mean, we're just working him like 3 times a week. And he's now on about 2 kilograms of food in the morning and 2 kilograms in the evening, so it's quite a good doer as well. And we give them a mixture between teff and grass.
No, that's good.
Alright, should I bring him out
Yes,
for you?
you can just take him up a bit so I can get on the side. Thank you. There you go.
Just stay away from the wall for you.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's quite a big horsey. So you said the lump is on the tail?
Yes, if you look at the point of the tail between the hairs there, you don't have to worry, it doesn't kick or anything.
And he's not biting or scratching against any poles like we are said. Yeah.
No, not really. As you can see, there's like a little scab over it. That's from the last time he's been bleeding. So I'm just worried that it's growing, you know, because I've heard that sometimes if they hurt that type of stuff, it grows bigger.
Yeah, it can happen, but we'll test for this lump now and take some swabs and smears and see what it is.
Okay.
But there's no other lumps on his body that you guys have seen. Is it only that one?
Yeah, not really. It was just this little one. But every time he's been with a veterinarian, they said that that's fine. There's nothing really to it because it's not growing bigger.
Okay. Did the veterinarians before check that or check the lump on the tail?
Well, no, not really. At first I didn't think it was that serious, so I just washed it and put some necro spray on, but yeah.
Okay. I'll quickly get my tools and we can quickly take a swab on that.
Alright, cool.
I'll give you in a
Thank you very
tools.
much. Should I just hand you over there?
Yes, thanks.
Okay, great. So now I'm just going to ask the client his opinion on the consultation and how he experienced this consultation. So, the first question I want to ask you is, did the vet make you feel comfortable from the start to the finish?
Yes, he did. He's a really, he's good with people.
And you felt like he took your everything into consideration, the whole setup, everything.
Yes.
Okay. Did the vet give you enough opportunity to explain the problem, or did he interrupt you, or did you feel like he didn't give you the chance to tell you the whole story?
No, it was really good. I actually thought for a moment there I was talking to him. So yeah, I think it was great.
Okay. And did you feel like the vet listened to you, or did you feel like he just sort of, you know, zoned out while you were speaking to?
No, it was definitely focused on.
What did you like about the consultation? Like, what did you think the vet did right?
Well, I think that he greeted me in a neat manner, and he complimented my place, which is great. And so everything else was quite good, you know. I don't think there was any problem with this.
And do you have any criticisms? Like, what would you have done differently? What did you not like about the consultation? Did you maybe miss something?
Well, when we walked into the stable, I was holding the horse, and I think he just he did put his hand on the neck, which you should do, but I mean, I think he approached the horse completely different. He just went to the back first. I think he must have maybe just greeted the horse first and then moved to the back, in case if it was a horse that kicked. So yeah, I just think that's the only thing.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
It's a big pleasure. Thank you.
So now that I've spoken to the client, I'm going to get the vet's perspective on the consultation. So the first thing I want to know is, did you find the consultation easy or difficult?
No, I found it very easy. The owner of the horse did know exactly what's going on with the horse. He was on top of all his facts. So it was quite informative.
Okay. And did you feel you succeeded in communicating effectively?
I think I did, yes, because he didn't have extra questions for me at the end, and everything was factual and was to the point. And yeah.
And do you think you got everything across that you felt you wanted to?
I could have maybe explained more about how a melanoma is formed in that sense, but I feel with the test and results that we will give, it will explain everything. But maybe I should have just explained it to him while I was at the horse.
Okay. And in retrospect, would you have done something differently?
Yes, maybe gave the horse a bit more attention as I walked in, but yeah.
Give him attention now.
I'm the evaluator of the consultation. I had to look at the consultation and give my opinion on it. I feel that the veterinarian, he approached it in a very good way. He was very calm when approaching the the client. He asked very good questions. The only thing is, he could have maybe asked about if it occurs in other horses on the farm, or if his parents or his offspring maybe had the same problem. I feel he was also he could have appeared a bit more enthusiastic or a bit more caring towards the problem. Like, he definitely could have showed a bit more empathy towards the horse. And the one big problem I've felt was when he walked into the stable, he didn't really care for his own safety. He just walked in and assumed that the horse would be calm. But other than that, I think it was a really good consultation. He asked very good questions. He did respect the client. So.
Communication in the workplace as a vet is especially important. How we handle a consultation affects client trust and whether a client returns to your practice. We need to be especially aware of how we make our clients feel and how we act towards the patients. Now, with this in mind, I'm going to lead a group discussion. The first question being, what was this exercise like for you guys?
I think it was very helpful. So it teaches us how to communicate with the clients and how to respect them and how to do the first consultation.
It was quite an eye-opener. You know, it's one thing to read about it and another thing to actually do it and to apply your knowledge.
Yeah, it was definitely a positive learning experience. Okay, next question. What did you learn from this experience?
I think we learned that you have to respect the client and treat the client as a human. Still, like, be empathetic towards him, and also with the animal, you have to be empathetic towards the animal.
And how to better your communication skills, like the proper procedure also to follow to sure that you put the clients at ease, the right questions to ask.
Just to explain what you're going to do, what you are busy doing, and what you aim to get to make your diagnosis and prognosis. The client feels it's not everything is lost, there is still some hope.
And then how did we learn?
By trial and error. By seeing and by hearing our feedback from the client self, how we approached him, how we came forth to him.
That was really something very good, because usually in the workplace you don't see that. The client will never tell you what you did wrong.
And I think to actually personally do the consultation, that also teaches you how to do it correctly.
Yeah, it's very hands-on. And also the evaluating part, so to be able to look back on what you did and evaluate on it and ask someone else's opinion.
And then Mark Anthony, did you do some research beforehand?
Yes, I did some research beforehand, but it was purely based on the clinical aspect of it, not so much how am I going to portray this information over to my client, because I felt like at a stage I was more clinically explaining it to him than in the layman's terms where he would understand what I'm actually saying to him. So sometimes your owner can't or don't know what you're talking about, and that just makes them stress more. So I could have done more research on that, but yes, I did some research to see what type of clinical examination, what type of questions I had to ask in order to get to the diagnosis.
And what could you have done better and why?
Show more empathy to the client and show more love and attention to the animal. I felt like I just went into the consultation very quickly without acknowledging the animal in front of the owner, so he felt like that was a negative point for the vet if you don't acknowledge that the dog is also there, because they have an intense love for the animal. So if you don't acknowledge them, they find it very offensive.
And to put the animal safety above everything, so that you don't hurt the animal in the progress of diagnosing it.
And to take your own safety into account, to just be careful when you examine them.
And also make sure that you're a good listener and that you're attentive, so you can help the client feel at ease, and so that they will also help you getting to a diagnosis, the right diagnosis. And then what will you do different now, and what has changed as a result of doing this assignment? Like future-wise, as well.
Definitely is, because this was kind of an icebreaker to what we are going to get when we go out into practice one day. How to communicate, how to portray the information over to the client so they can feel comfortable and to make everyone happy.
Okay. So as a group, we have learned a lot during this exercise to improve our communication. We will focus in future during consultations to be more empathetic, listen better, and be more relational towards the client to build relationships. So as a group, this was a very positive experience and a good icebreaker going forward into our professional career.